All right, you guys have been loving my throwback One Direction concert videos. Look at me, 16-year-old me at their Philly concert in 2014. She's so cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a ranking of my favorite One Direction girlfriends, starting from my least favorite to my top favorites. This is more like people that they dated, I would say, when One Direction was at its peak, at its peak, including those that some of them they dated after they had broken up with. This is all my opinion. I probably missed some good ones, but let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so starting with my least favorite, it's Maya Henry and Liam Payne. Now, these two had a messy relationship and an even messier breakup, and I just don't like how she kept his name like in her mouth like years after they had broken up. After he had already moved on. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she admit that that book that she wrote about him, that it was pure fiction? Because of her, he did end up getting a lot of hate. Now, obviously, no one is perfect, and I'll never know what went on in their relationship, but I just don't like how, she kept saying, like, why aren't you speaking out, Leah? Why aren't you speaking out? When she issued him a cease and desist letter, and, when apparently when someone hands you that, you're advised by lawyers not to talk about it. So I'm not a fan of these two, not a fan of how she acted when they broke up, and I'm also not a fan of how she was spreading rumors about him after he had died. And these were rumors that if they were true, like, it's not up to her to talk about. Like, it should have been up to him. So she's my least favorite girlfriend. Not a fan of these two, and I really hope that if he had been alive, that she would have just left him alone. If Liam was still with us today, I just wish that he would have gotten to live in peace, and that she would have just left him alone for sure.